The Bhutan Agriculture and Food Regulatory Authority (BAFRA) was officially established on 5th August 2000 under the Ministry of Agriculture and Forests. This agency was introduced as a perpetual public sector mechanism to promote food safety, quality and safety of goods and products related to agriculture and forest. BAFRA, as a regulatory authority of Bhutan, performs the important responsibilities by implementing numerous Renewable Natural Resource Acts of Bhutan. Some of the core functions of the agency are to protect animals and human health, plants and the environment by controlling the spread of exotic pests and diseases. It acts as a focal point for International Plant Protection Convention (IPPC), Codex Alimentarius Commission (CAC), World Trade Organization (WTO), Sanitary and Phytosanitary (SPS), and competent authority for biosecurity measures in the country, and governs the regulation of quality agricultural exports and imports.
As per the reference to the minimum standard requirement as per the codex, we have maintained a checklist. So we carry the checklist and go for an inspection to any food establishment.
With the increasing liability of ever-globalizing food system, to maintain the international quality and the safety standards of agriculture products, BAFRA is constituted of multiple key stakeholders. Today, it functions under the management board chaired by the Minister of Agriculture and Forests, including representatives from the Ministry of Economic Affairs, Health, Finance and the Chamber of Commerce and Industry. The Executive Director is the administrative head of BAFRA, and it has two divisions: the Quality Control and Quarantine Division, Analytical and Certification Division.
BAFRA has a strength of 188 staff. Now these comprises of 57 plant inspectors, 45 livestock inspectors, 28 food inspectors and about 18 laboratory officials.
The Quality Control and Quarantine Division supervises the regulatory and quarantine activities, whereas the Analytical and Certification Division provides analytical services related to food safety issues pertaining import, export and domestic markets. Apart from the head office in Thimphu, BAFRA offices are established in 20 Dzongkhags, main entry points including a national food testing laboratory at Yosepan, Thimphu. BAFRA's vision is to ensure the national goal of food self-sufficiency by safeguarding the farming system of the country by controlling the pests and diseases through effective enforcement of standards and regulations of quality farming inputs. Further, BAFRA also facilitates the development of agro-based industries to enhance Bhutan's ability to compete both in domestic and global markets.
We are carrying out the apple inspection, then mushroom like musatake, then issuing your certificate to export the goods from our country to other countries.
BAFRA has a mandate to implement various Renewable Natural Resources Acts of Bhutan, such as the Plant Quarantine Act of Bhutan 1993, the Seeds Act of Bhutan 2000, the Pesticides Act of Bhutan 2000, the Livestock Act of Bhutan 2001, the Food Act of Bhutan 2005, National Biosecurity Framework, Biosecurity Policy 2010.
The inspection the committee so the tangchi malay the one semjing ne the washing ne the plant ki diseases sime mba the kakta beni is shunila.
BAFRA, in collaboration with various agencies, is also responsible for implementing different acts like Forest and Natural Conservation Act, Biodiversity Act, Natural Environment Protection Act. It functions as the National Food Control Agency and ensures that food is of good quality and safe for human consumption. It regulates and promotes the quality of agriculture inputs such as seeds, agrochemicals, livestock, and products, including foods, to facilitate trade and increase market access in the global market. It implements the National Biosafety Framework of the Kingdom of Bhutan 2006 to ensure safe transfer, handling and use of living modified organisms, genetically modified organisms and their products, although import of such modified organisms is currently banned in Bhutan. BAFRA also functions as the focal point for various important international organizations such as the International Plant Protection Convention, the Codex Alimentarius Commission, the National Inquiry Point for World Trade Organization, Sanitary and Phytosanitary Agreement, and the Competent Authority for Biosecurity of Bhutan. It conducts relevant research aimed at improving regulatory measures related to food safety and protection of health and life of plants and animals. BAFRA certifies agricultural goods, plants, animals, and products for trade so as to increase market access. BAFRA also issues permits and certificates for import and export of agricultural, livestock, forestry goods and products. The other requirements such as production of health certificates and freedom status from major epidemic diseases in the places of origin have to be fulfilled based upon the Livestock Act of 2001. In case of processing plants, inspection certificates, ante-mortem or post-mortem are issued certifying the meat as safe for human consumption.
Collect the sample of blood, urine, feces and send it to the laboratory. If we found it is positive, we treat the animals till the disease is subsided and then send back them to respective places where they want to take the animals.
BAFRA is responsible for issuing clearance for establishment of food industries. So far, BAFRA has initiated certification of 2 food industries and 5-star hotels, including the Army Welfare Project for ISO 22000 Food Safety Management System, which is internationally recognized. Towards experimenting and testing quality food for safety consumption, BAFRA has also established a national food testing laboratory at Yesepan, located about 15 kilometers away from Thimphu city.
The National Food Testing Laboratory is to focus mainly on the food testing activities.
This laboratory is equipped with required equipments and facilities serving and providing analytical services. However, this laboratory at present is under the process of accreditation for ISO Global Quality Standards for Testing and Calibration Laboratories.
They can advise us to set up accordingly, so that we don't miss anything to cater our services to the clients.
The accreditation system will facilitate the National Food Testing Laboratory to be internationally recognized for food analysis.
National Food Testing Laboratory has planned to extend the food lab. Just now the food lab is being housed in the two buildings only, food microbiology test site and food chemical test site.
Food commodities like shakam ize, zau, red rice, red chili, chili powder, seeds and plants are permissible for export, whereas animals and plant products enlisted under restricted items are not allowed.
Checkpost meru te nga chegida pachu dulen bemi gari disu bas disu onsal tabila te atichi ba onsun chu bedu concept ki de tu sonam dan zachin tuni wangin permit dan TGB bangondo assessment beila.
BAFRA inspectors are also responsible to monitor the imports of plants and animal products as per the provisions of the relevant acts. For example, an outbreak of bird flu in 2010 in Chukazongkhag was a successful suppression of poultry disease by BAFRA in collaboration with the Department of Livestock and other relevant stakeholders. In this way, the agency's efforts have helped the successful control of the poultry diseases. BAFRA as an agency is responsible to control the manufacture, import and export of food, water and other beverages. The agency has also recognized some of the major official entry and exit points for inspection and certification. These places include Paro International Airport, Gelepu, Phintsiling, Samtsi and Samrujonkhar as major entry points. Nganglam, Jomotsangkhar, Panbang, Hlamoizingkha, Pagli, Gomtu, Chiti, Bindu and Samrucheling as minor entry points. The BAFRA office also collects information about disease outbreaks to take immediate response measures.
We had a tough time, like it was really a challenging job for us, inspecting, visiting every hotel, restaurant and grocery shops. And we do inspect like sanitation, hygiene.
The products from other countries are checked for sanitary and phytosanitary certificate, and in case of fresh meat, ante-mortem and post-mortem inspection reports.